myself, I can really see the depth that you are trying to do in a lot of your pieces. And I was telling my wife this tonight. I finished up a piece today for my local church, and I told her, I was like, every time I finish something, there's like a piece of my soul that's attached to that, and I feel a connectivity to the art that we create. I kind of feel that way with you. I feel that it's not just a little piece of Dez's soul, but your vulnerabilities and who you are as an individual coming through. So just thank you for being vulnerable in that way, Des.
Hi, Mom.
Thank you for letting me tell a story.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to make you all watery eyed.
No, 'cause
Allergic reactions are a good thing,
Yeah,
though.
you
seriously,
know,
I know those
something like
allergies today, huh?
I know.
that.
No,
But
it's true though. I
You
mean,
know,
we're all here to
yeah.
support you in any way. So, what a better place, to showcase how amazing you are.
you are. And you're loved, Des. I want you to know that. I don't think this art community on Haps would be the same without our Des.
Let's show some hearts, guys. Can you make it rain hearts in the comments,
Come on,
y'all?
make it rain
Some hearts,
hearts in the
please.
chat room. Let's show
Make it
that
look
we
like it's
love our Des.
Periscope, okay?
We, yeah, we love our Desiree.
Oh no, I'll be right back. Haps isn't responding. Do you want to close it?
Oh boy.
No,
Okay,
no. You're here. You're still here though.
you're here
Um,
though.
oh,
Yeah.
he's sending an actual heart. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I was
Oh,
just
look
being
at that.
emojis, but woo, look at that.
Wow.
Um,
All
let's
right.
spam that chat with hearts. Look at it. Look at how beautiful.
Look
Look at
at
how
that.
beautiful.
Oh my
All the
gosh.
love and all the hearts. And when Desiree comes back, she will see an entire periscope of hearts coming through right now.
Des, that's for you. That is all for you, sweetheart. And I want you to know, not only does the art community here on House love you, but everybody on this platform loves you. And when you're feeling down and you need somebody to talk to, or you just need somebody to draw with, I'm pretty sure you have a army of people here ready to go at any time. So, all right.
Absolutely.
Well, I think it's a good
You know,
moment. We have a couple more pieces that we're going to show right at the end. But Des, did you want to say anything? I didn't want to cut you off, sweetheart.
oh, I just wanted to say it's hard being an artist with so much emotion, and you're trying to get out your emotion without being over the top in a way in real life. Talking to people. Um, sorry.
It's okay.
You're fine.
And I think with being an artist and being able to create, you're able to get your story out in a way for other people to understand. And other people have been through circumstances that you've been through too, in a
Mhm.
way. And for each and every single one of us to tell our story through our artwork and to pour our heart into our art is just another story for someone else to look at and be like,
Mm,
me too. I have
yeah.
been there. And your artwork is there to help me. And I've heard that so many times, and yet I still look at myself, and that's why I created that art piece for myself. And I still look at myself and say, I'm not good enough. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about last night with CS, and uh, all these thoughts that are in your mind when you're creating. It's really hard to look at yourself as an individual sometimes and love all your flaws, love all your
Mm,
darkness, to love all the light that you are and that you brought into this world. Because whatever that you're portraying outward, it can just be an act in a way for, you know, other people to love you or like you. But then also, like, art is the true, authentic self of you.
Absolutely.
And when you pour your heart into that piece of artwork, it really shows what you are capable of, all the pain and suffering that you've been through every single day of your life, or the things that you've gone through, it shows in your artwork, and people can can feel that story and just look at it and have different points of view with that artwork. And that's why I love art, because it's a way of expressing and expanding.
You could not have explained
I,
that better.
I'm not even going to like comment back. I'm just going to drop
I'm
the
just
mic
really
there because you just nailed it. Wow, Carrie, where do we go from here, girl?
Well, I'll pick up the mic that she dropped if you need me
Okay.
to. But
Yeah,
at the
I
same
think it's a.
time,
I was going to
this
say
has
I think
just
it's a good
been,
time to recollect and let you do a little
I'm
number.
just like, oh my goodness, the words coming out of this woman's mouth and
No.
the pictures that come out of her hands and her brain. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I am absolutely blown away. I thought I was blown away earlier when I was checking out stuff earlier in the week, but best HappsStars ever. I mean, we've had some pretty good ones, but I'm not gonna disagree. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a pretty awesome
Yes.
one. So
Everyone's awesome.
everyone is
Everyone is
awesome.
amazing on there.
Oh my god, I muted you instead of me, and then I coughed. That was fun. Good times, good times.
How does that happen?
I just clicked her mute instead of my mute and,
That's
and muted her, and then I coughed. And so that's
I've
why
been
Troy
muting.
presses the buttons.
Troy, look at that grin down there. You guys need to
He's
see this. Look at this grin. I
he's
mean,
cracking up at
look
me.
at the grin. He's just grinning away. What is
All we
going
can see
on?
is his hat. Let's show her this one.
Yeah,
There it is.
there it is.
There's the grin.
What's
That
up,
is our
Puddin' Pop?
wonderful producer and director, Troy at Sports for the Blind. He is a wonderful, amazing person who is the the president of an organization called Sports for the Blind, which is a nonprofit organization that helps visually impaired and blind young adults and adults get off of the couch, as Troy always puts it, and get outside, getting fresh air and gaining confidence so that they are getting physical and mental health out of this. This is a nonprofit organization. And speaking of which, we are actually going to be doing a fundraiser, a Sports for the Blind fundraiser, and that's going to be happening on October 9th. Now, we will be giving you guys more information about that, but I did just want to plant the seed and let you guys know that that this is who it is for. This is our guy, Troy, right here, the director and producer of HappsStars and president of Sports for the Blind organization.
Thank you, Troy, for all you do.
Seriously. Seriously, he's like, I hate the mush, so he just went away, but I'm always going to give him the mush. So
Yeah, yeah. And also, we want to
you
thank
just
our amazing active sponsors. We got Chris Gales from the Gales Army. Man, you guys are just killing it. We also have our own Miss DESARAE, who is an active sponsor, and Michelle. Oh my gosh, Native Graffiti, Michelle Alexander. You guys are just awesome. And if you want to be a part of this amazing community of HappsStars, all you got to do is to become an active sponsor. We'll give you some love back. We're not just going to say that, "Oh, give us your money." We're going to actually do something about it, right, Carrie? We're going to
absolutely,
actually feed right back into it.
absolutely
Right.
muted the right person that time.
There you go. There you go.
Ooh, I'm learning.
There you go, girl.
Okay, so let's see. What are we working on? What are we doing? Oh, I know what I was going to do.
A song.
Yeah, truth. But I was feeling inspired because, you guys are so vulnerable as artists, and musicians are as well. But I gotta say, it's a different vulnerability. So, it's a little bit easier to mask. So I would like to try to do something that I feel quite vulnerable at, which is playing guitar. And it's definitely something that I challenge myself to do. So I'm not going to be like Chris scaling it over here, but I am going to play a song on guitar for you guys. And yes, Chris scaling is a verb. So y'all know. Okay, ow, ow, ow. But yeah, so to Chris Gales, a guitar means to literally set it on fire with the most amazing skill level that you can possibly imagine. There it is. There it is. Everything's looking good. Okay, wow. Okay, everything was right on there. All right, let's Chris Gales the shit out of this. I wish I could Chris Gales. I can't Chris Gales, but here we go.
I don't think nobody can Chris Gales, but Chris.
Nobody can Chris Gales, especially not me. Okay, so we're going to be doing a song by Ingrid Michaelson. and it's called Everybody. And it's a love fest in here tonight, so I figured, what better song? Okay, Brian knows this one. He likes it. Michelle! Oh my gosh, there you are! Michelle Alexander, another one of our active HappsStars sponsors. Before I go into the song, I want to do a huge shout out to Michelle Alexander, Native Graffiti, who was the co-host of season 1 and co-founder of the show. Because without her, this show would not exist. We did start talking together, saying, "Should we do a show? Should we not do a show?" And I was feeling a little discouraged about it because I had reached out to a bunch of people and people were not really sounding like they wanted to hop on the HappsStars train in the beginning. And I reached out to Michelle and I said, "Dude, I don't know if people are going to want to do this." I said, "Should we just drop the name and just kind of casually do some streams?" And I believe that she misunderstood, and it's a good thing. I think she thought I meant, let's drop the name HappsStars, like, "Yo, this is HappsStars," and then start getting the show going. And that's what we did. And she, it was her idea to be doing the drawing alongside the music. And anyway, so yeah, just if you ever would like to thank Michelle, if you enjoy this show, she is the co-founder and is just an amazing human being. So what program is giving you the reverb sound? That's a good question. I'm actually using a mixer. It's a Flow 8, and I can give you guys some more information on that. Also, a huge thanks to Veda Ashley, who's actually right here in the chat as well, our season 2 co-host, who was phenomenal and always brought the vibes and the singing, and it was fantastic. I really appreciate both of you. And then, of course, the amazing Joseph Burke, who is here with us tonight. Okay, here we go. I don't play guitar, so... See, I told you. Here we go. We have fallen down again tonight. In this world, it's hard to get it right. Make your heart fit like a glove. What it needs is love, love, love. Everybody wants love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Happy is the heart that still feels pain. Darkness drains, light will come again. Swing open up your chest and let it in. Just let the love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody knows love. Everybody holds the love. Everybody falls for love. Everybody feels love. Everybody steals the love. Everybody heals with love. Oh, oh, oh. Just let the love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to be loved. Oh, just let the love begin. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to love. Everybody wants to love. Everybody steals love. Everybody heals with love. Oh. Just let the love begin.
Yeah. You know what, Carrie? That song was like perfect for tonight. You
Right?
could not have chose a better song.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I haven't played that in a billion years, and for some reason it hit me today, and I was like, I would really like to do that. So
Well,
appreciate you.
I'm glad you did, sweetheart. I'm glad you did.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Now my
Wow.
fingies are hurting.
Your
My
fingies are
fingies.
hurting.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah. You got to get those calluses on there so you can get those frets right.
Yeah, I do.
No.
So I want to say thank you really quick. You can't say you don't play guitar now. It's official and stuff. Okay. I'm no Chris Gales, but okay. Great jam.
Okay.
Woo, much love to everyone. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so amazing. Okay, cool. So let's do the final pictures that we have, yeah?
Let's do the final. I'm gonna save the moon one for the last, but we got one more here coming up. This is what I like to call an ice cream that I would love to sink my teeth into. Holy cow, Des.
Oh my gosh.
So right off the bat, colorful, yeah, much. Awesome. Walk us through this one. It's such a unique piece. I don't know where to begin. I love to draw skulls, but now you've got this amazing tower of ice cream on top of it. Tell me about it.
Oh, it was the challenge of the week for Happs. It was
Mhm.
Oh,
ice
Haps
cream
Dice.
challenge,
That's right.
I remember
That's
that.
right. Okay.
and this one wasn't a way of me saying like the colorfulness, saying that I liked women in a way. But now, yeah, I'm even more confused in life, so you know what I mean?
I
Dave and
joined
I were
the
having that conversation earlier,
yeah
so yeah.
yeah join the train. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this crap out.
If you like
Yeah,
women,
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
where I'm
yeah,
at
well,
anymore.
Joe doesn't know
yeah,
where
I
he's
like
at.
both now, but, you know. But anyways, yeah, it was like,
Joe
so
just likes
my
Troy. Sorry.
so this one was like a perfect depiction of it's beautiful after death. Life is beautiful after death. Uh, with this COVID stance, with a lot of people passing away, um, there's still a light at the end of the tunnel for everybody who's still here. And with this picture, this was actually my first skull I ever created.
Really?
And
Wow.
yes. And I think it's still on this platform. You just have to keep going, scroll all the way down to look and see. It was also featured on Broadcast of the Week, I
Oh
think, or
snap!
Stream of the Week.
As
And
should it be.
Mm.
Been-
and this one, I just fell in love with the way the colors blended together, and that the way the ice cream swirled. And I just liked how the skull was so dark and
Yeah.
so much um sadness. Like, in death, people think death is sad, but when you look at this, it's a rejuvenation of death, that, maybe you can even eat the ice cream off of a skull's, head there. It's beautiful of how
Yeah.
death can transform and, change people into becoming better people.
Before we transition to the last piece, I just want to pause for a minute. What you just said is a lot of people don't have the experiences per se that you and I have had, Des. Though our situations and circumstances are very different in which we've had our experiences. Um, my perception of death is actually warm and welcome. And my wife even struggles with that. It's like, why are you just so okay with everything? And I'm like, well, until you've actually experienced it for yourself, we'll never know. But there's a great joy in knowing that this is just another page turned in the chapter and phase of your life. It's a new beginning, and so I love your take on that. I think that's one of the reasons why you and I click so much. I know it all the times late at night when we're drawing, we have these deep discussions with each other, and I get to learn about you, and you get to learn about all of us, and all.
Bye, Joe. And I'm just pleased to be a part of that. I have got to say, until he
Uh-oh.
comes back, learning about you, you are such an amazing person, and you've got so many parts about you that make you talented, that make you beautiful, that make you insightful. And here's Joe, so we better stop talking about him.
Well,
Oh, there he goes.
uh, that's what happened. I got one of these new gaming mouses. And when my thumb hits the side of the mouse, it actually does this really crazy thing. It will load the previous page that was loaded. So, hey, that's what you get, right?
I
But
mean, sure. Hi.
hi, yeah, what Joe said exactly. But the last piece here is actually really cool, and I want to make sure that we get a chance to share this as
Let's do
well.
it.
This one is
Ooh,
very,
blow that sucker up.
yeah. Let's do it. Bam. Now,
Whew.
Dez, is that a blood moon?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay,
Talk to
so
us. Talk to us. Talk to us.
you're gonna have to walk us through this one. Tell us a little bit about it.
So this one was actually a commission. The
Oh,
guy, I was working at Cracker Barrel at the time with this guy, and he asked me if I could um, paint some, and I actually just quit Cracker Barrel, and then he found out that was the artist, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll do this. He sent some images and stuff, but I asked, could I paint an ocean with this? And he's like, yeah, do whatever you want with the moon. I just want a red moon. I was like, okay, and I actually put more emotion into this than I thought I did. Um, as you can tell, the waves crashing, the way the
yeah.
moon is so close to the ocean at that time, and the foam that's on uh, the sand there.
Mhm.
And this commission did not go through. Of course, I still have this, and I asked him if he would like to buy it, and he kept saying he was gonna buy it, but, payment never went through, and I never really actually got a hold of him ever again. So,
Mm,
um, I
What a
think with
brilliant
these type
piece
of
of art.
commissions, you know, uh, it really teaches us to get money first
Yeah.
before
mhm.
you start creating the
Yeah.
piece, or
At least
actually get,
half
like, half
down.
the payment.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that way, that was a lesson for me, but also this, was a weird expression of me expressing my emotions, because water and the moon is water resembles emotion,
Yep.
and it was, um, I don't know this detail in this moon. Uh, I
I
just
love it.
the yeah.
I love it. And I know when you've had discussions about that, you're like, "I just don't know." And I'm like, "I know. It's rocking." But I'm picking up, there's so much we've learned about you tonight, like your passion for ocean and underwater and the
Yeah,
symbolism in eyes and what they really mean to you. Um, I feel like I've learned a lot more, even though some of these little things I've known. I've learned a lot more from you tonight than I have previously. So the next time you and I are on a stream together, I want to have so much more. Not that I didn't have respect for you, but it's just like now it's a whole new
Hmm.
level that of Des that we've explored, and
Totally.
I just want to say thank you for that, Des, for being open, transparent, and like Brian has said earlier, vulnerable.
And just what a wonderful guest.
Yes, absolutely.
Whew.
Mm,
you know, I think that's why I really click with you, Joe, because like the troubles that you went through, like the lessons and things that you went through your childhood, and um, it really hits home for me. My epilepsy since I was younger, and having to learn how to manage all that, the anxiety and depression. artwork is really an expression for me to be able to use, because without artwork, I don't I have no other way to express myself. Um, I've been put on medications for all this stuff, and none of them work. The only thing that works is artwork and music, and it helps me so much to be able to talk to you guys each and every single day, or, like, have people like you to talk to and communicate, and I think that's the wonderful thing about Haps is, like, each and every single one of us has a different story to tell, and when we did he drop again?
No, he's here.
Oh, he's here. Oh, it's my
He's here.
phone.
No,
Yeah,
he's
okay.
here.
Yeah, each and every one of us has a different story to tell, and for each and every one of us to tell our story is a unique expression of life purpose that we've all come to experience with one another, and to hear other stories from other people, it's like, wow, I'm not alone in my own bubble that I've had my entire life. Um, I've been
No, you're
pushed
not.
aside by people that I thought were family or, like, that would love me. I've been in pain. I've been pushed so far in certain directions that, you know, you think is love, but isn't love. And then you
Mm,
grow with that love your entire life, and you have to you revert back to that, and then you have to keep going forward to new things, and that's what is really exciting about artwork, and why I'm single too, is because I'm finding myself. I'm
mm,
finally on this path of being a mom that I want to be, being the person that I want to express. This artwork is the lifeline of myself, because without artwork, I probably wouldn't be here expressing myself. As I've tried committing suicide 3 times when I was younger, and well, like 5 years ago, and it's it's a journey. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people who have this type of journey, and it's
Mhm.
nice to find like-minded souls and talk things out, because we weren't taught this stuff. We weren't taught to be an adult. We were just, thrown into the woods basically, and here, survive on your own, you
And we
know?
were not taught
And
how to deal with mental health because nobody thought that was important until recently.
exactly.
So
And
we're learning.
yes, and that's very important. And I think that's why art has a really big key role in a lot of our lives. And it's amazing finding each and every single one of you, because I'm a mirror image of you and you're a mirror image of me, and we're all meant to be together, riding this wave, this journey.
wow, Lenny. That,
That was
that, that just,
gorgeous.
that's amazing. And,
Wow.
I have to echo what Lenny's saying in the chat. I'm so thankful that you did not succeed because you're such a beautiful light, and
Oh.
your 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 plan and your mission is not done. Your story is not done, and so I want to remind you one thing, and I'm going to turn this over to back to the host, Carrie. But I'm very thankful for our friendship. I'm thankful for you and the many hours that we spend together drawing with Lindsay and Jeremy and all the crew. And I feel it honored and blessed that particularly you and I connect on a deeper level that a lot of people on your day to day may not grasp or realize. And I'm just really thankful that you're here, that we get to see the true Des, and that the light that you're shining is just immaculate. So I thank you for that. And I'm going to turn it back over to Carrie.
You're getting a lot of love, man. I hope you go back and read these comments, my friend, because you are getting a lot of love, and deservedly so. So yeah, you have just been such a light on this show, even just for these couple hours, and just from what I know of you so far, and I know that you've shared things that are going to help other people, and I know that I can connect with what you're saying. I guarantee that there's a lot of other people out there that can connect with what you're saying. So yeah, we really do appreciate, not only your hard work and your talent and your dedication, but also your vulnerability, your willingness to open up and normalize these conversations, because people get really scared about talking about suicide. People get scared about hearing about suicide. People don't quite understand how to how to process it and how to talk to somebody about it, because it's too dark, or it's too um unfathomable, or it just gets pushed aside. And I've noticed that even when I talk about it on posts or anything like that, I mean, I get people freaking out, you know what I mean, and like avoiding it, and nobody wants to talk, and I'm like, you know what, this is a big killer, guys. And so if our brains are literally getting to the point where we don't want to be here anymore because we are in so much pain, that's a big deal, and that's something that we need to talk about just as much as somebody who's got a broken leg. Not that they're the same thing, but do you know what I mean?
I do.
You have to be able to talk about it as easily as that. And so until we keep talking about it, and I'm saying suicide especially, because mental health is important, but suicide is going to kill you. I mean, hello. So all I'm saying is, you are extremely strong. We are so happy to have you here. You have so many more lives to touch still. You've already touched so many lives. And we just love you for being here with us.
Amen. I don't know, where do we go from here? It's like
Well, where
such
we
a
go from
power
here,
it's a powerful episode tonight.
it is a powerful episode. So what I'm going to say then is I'm going to say, oh, hi, Troy. That's what I'm going to
Hey,
say.
Troy.
I wanted to say first that it is amazing of Des to not only come on the show and been so vulnerable and talk to us, but also to have hopped on as one of the very first sponsors for HappsStars. And this was before she was on the show and stuff. Okay, so it was really, really kind of her, and I know Michelle at the same time started their sponsorships, and I just really want to say thank you to you guys, because um, you know it shows us that you guys are enjoying HappsStars and that you guys do enjoy the content, and it definitely allows us to be able to keep the show going and give it give it the attention it needs, and bring it to the level of professionalism that we are trying to bring it to. So Des, you helped us with that tremendously today, and I also would like to thank Chris Gales for the amazing sponsorship as well. And then Troy, our good friend here, producer, director, and HappsStars extraordinaire, builder of the HappsStars website, maker of the HappsStars account. All right. This guy is big news. And again, the president of Sports for the Blind, the nonprofit organization. And we will be doing, once again, a fundraiser organized by Troy on October 9th while Joe is busy. And we're going to try to raise money for the Sports for the Blind nonprofit organization. So stay tuned for some details from that. But everybody, hand for Troy, because he is amazing. He doesn't like when I do this, but I love to do this because he's incredible. So, let's see. Dumb jokes keep me living. Okay, I missed a dumb joke, but that's okay. So with that, Des, you've been incredible. Thank you so much for appearing on the show.
Can you
Troy,
hear
for
me now?
everything that you did to produce and direct. Joe, for your amazing interview skills and just your vibes and your laughs, and everything that you bring to the show that makes this just that it makes it so much fun. And thank you seriously to all of the viewers who have been here the whole time actively participating, and also for the incredible awards. Thank you for the Haps Hug Award, Michelle. James, thank you so much. I mean, you killed it, my friend. I'm pretty sure you gave us one of every single kind of award that's out there. I also want to thank SJ, Mark Gage, Ella, Michael Murray, Evan Almighty, Sports for the Blind, Brian, Michelle, CS Murphy, Jim in Chicagoland, Foamy, Chef Mario, and Jeremy. And oh, there's the mic drop from James, one more. So
Wow.
really huge thanks. I mean, you guys, this has been such an incredible show. Seriously, between the guests and the awards and the people that are in here with us, it's just been incredible. So
It
I'm
gives us fuel to continue on. This is
yeah,
the way that
this
we
is
feel.
huge.
I mean, you guys have been just showering us with nonstop love since we've hit the go button tonight,
Yeah,
and we feel every single heartbeat and pulse in this room tonight. So we thank you for that.
absolutely. And on that note, we got an LOL award. Thank you so much, James. Keeping it on a light note. I want to say that Trevor has been putting the suicide hotline number up. Now, I do want to tell people that that is always available. You can always call that at any time. And I do appreciate that, Trevor. So that is something to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is that sometimes, most of the time, when people are feeling this way, they're kind of in a fog, if you will, where they can't quite make that decision to, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but it's hard to pick up that phone and say, "Hi, I need help. This is what I'm thinking." Your thoughts are all, you know, jumbled up. So one more thing that you can do if if you're concerned about somebody or you just want to check in, feel free to ask people if they're doing okay. I've been posting a lot of stuff about BPD lately, and I've been getting a lot of concerned messages, which I actually really appreciate because people are checking in, making sure that I'm okay. So do that for your friends who are struggling, who are having trouble with their mental health, or who have had trouble in the past. So check in on them because it is very hard to reach out when you are in the midst of anything. And I'm not speaking for Des, I'm not speaking for everybody. I just want you guys to know that reaching out truly can make all the difference in the world. I just really appreciate you guys for all of the information that you're posting in the comments. And again, Des, for being so open about everything. So this has been absolutely wonderful. Thank you guys so much.
Joe, did you already say your ending or not? Are you next?
Are we
Am I
going around in
ending?
a circle?
What do we?
Yeah.
No, man. I've said my piece, and
Cool.
I feel that I there's nothing else I'm going to add to it because this is Desiree's night.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Well, I just want to tell people, about what Des is going through, and Carrie and Joe and myself. I mean, we all have our own issues. Even if you don't call the hotline, there's always a friend on Happs. There's always a friend somewhere on Happs that you can go in and write in the chat and get to know them, and then they become your friend. And these three people on screen with me are family. And there's a whole bunch of family in the chat as well. So, they're that's just the way it is. So,
It's true.
okay.
Yep.
We've created a
I just
family.
yeah.
Thanks, Troy.
I just want to say that keep being you. Don't try to be someone else that you're not. Keep creating artwork like you are. To those who are creating artwork, and if you haven't created artwork, I highly, highly recommend picking up a pencil and getting out there and creating, because you never know what you can create from your own two hands that God has given you.
Amen.
That's beautiful. On that note, guys, this has been an incredible episode. Thank you to everybody who's participated. And I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Zoom.
I don't know what. Okay.
Zoom.
Who's talking about?
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh,
Let's wrap
okay.
this baby up.
Zoom.
Sorry, I didn't know what a zip-boom was.
I didn't know what a zip-boom was. Go to bed, Troy.
I was trying to leave it on this nice.
All right, Troy, shut us down.
All right. Here we go. We're gonna shut it down.
All right, guys. We love you guys so much.
Love
Thank
you guys. See you next
Big
week.
smiles and love.
See you next week.
Bye.
Featured on HappsStars, showcasing who you are. Happs is where